I mean, this is one of one, handmade, uniquely jeweled, beautiful grips, an exquisite piece of art. This has probably never been seen in the public. Thompson Center has been known since 1967 for their interchangeable handgun and rifle designs. So this is the original Contender platform. You can see here, this is my personal gun. And we used to shoot every Friday at Thompson Center, handguns. This is a 22 long rifle, just at 25 yards to have fun. But so many people have wildcatted the Contenders, the G2s, and the Encore platform. As you can see here, this is an Encore chambered in 500 Alaskans. So the opposite end of the spectrum from a 22 long rifle, but it goes to show you all the crazy things that people have done with cartridges and barrel configurations. But I'm here to show you today one of the wildest configurations that I have ever seen on an Encore or Contender. So there's a master gunsmith. His name is Mike Sirois. We're going to take you into his shop later and show you just how special Mike is about designing guns. You ready for this? This has probably never been seen in the public. Yep, you got it. An over and under G2. So by using this selector switch, okay, so this would typically go rim fire, center fire, but now it's top barrel, bottom barrel. And obviously Mike is phenomenal with wood. You can see this custom grip here. It wraps over for your thumb, sits beautifully, fingers wrap around. So this is chambered, I'll show you here, in 17 HMR and 17 Winchester Super Magnum. And there is a barrel regulator, so you can adjust the point of impact on this barrel. Mike will go over this gun with us later, but have you ever seen an over and under multi-shot Contender or Encore? I never have. So I just got introduced to Mike. He is an unbelievable master gunsmith, and you can see he just did a beautiful job on this gun. I have yet to shoot this gun, so we're going to take a couple shots down range and let you know how this performs. All right, so this over and under is chambered in 17 HMR, so both of these are rimfire rounds. So this is going to go into your top chamber right there. And it's also chambered in 17 WSM or Winchester Super Mag. Rimfire cartridge, just a little bit faster, more powder, goes about 3,000 feet per second. You can see, look at this dual extractor right there, so that way you can extract both cartridges. I mean, this is one of one, handmade, uniquely jeweled, beautiful grips. Just an exquisite piece of art. So we're going to close this up and take this for a test drive. I'm not expecting very much recoil on this, but this grip is fantastic. Wow. So the concept here is now you take your selector switch. Obviously center is safe. Flip it over. Now we can shoot the second barrel. Okay. So when the selector switch is turned to the right, it's firing the top barrel, which is going to be our 17 HMR. And when it's turned over here to the left, we switch it there, then it changes and shoots the bottom barrel, which is our Winchester Super Mag. So we're going to shoot the HMR first. It's so much fun. No recoil. Red dot stays right on the target. That's it. Turn the selector switch. Now we're ready to shoot the Super Mag. So now we can lift these out like this. Let's walk down and see how our grip size was. Look at this. We've shot 4 shots now. 2 with the HMR, 2 with the Super Mag. And literally both touched the barrel regulation. I mean, it's within a half an inch of one another. But look at this, we're at 50 yards and we're grouping, and it's a little windy out here today. So we're gonna go shoot another round and see if we can't do 2 distinctive 3-shot groups. But I had to stop just because I got lucky twice and actually put each one of those touching in the same hole. But you can just tell the difference between the 2 barrels. They're only a half inch apart, but how fun is that? Just turn the selector switch and not have to reload and you can stay right on target. It's just a fun gun. Of course, the 17, there's no recoil with that grip and barrel configuration. Literally, that red dot does not move off that bullseye. Unbelievable. So when it comes to unique Encore and Contender designs, I will have to say this is the coolest that I've ever seen by Mike Sirois. Again, master gun maker. And we're going to get a chance to go visit with Mike, go in his shop, and understand what goes behind making something so unique and so cool and so collectible as this double-barrel G2 Contender. I'm here with Mike Sirois. He is the inventor and designer of, I think it's the only over and under pistol for the Contender.
Yep.
So where'd this inspiration come from?
Well, I had a guy call me up one day. I was always thinking around the Savage Arms where it had the rim fire over the 410 shotgun. And I've always been thinking about that. And a guy called up and asked me one day and said, "Hey, can I get a long rifle over a 410?" I says, "No, but if you call me next week, I can probably do a rimfire over rimfire for you. I have to do the math."
Really?
And he called back and I go, "Yeah, I can." So that's where the first rimfire barrel come from. And that's when I built that one. I actually built that one in less than a week.
No kidding.
Yep.
So obviously the selector switch here takes it from top barrel to bottom barrel.
Yep. Rimfire selector hits the bottom of the top chamber.
Yeah.
And the centerfire selector hits the top of the bottom chamber.
Was this tough to figure out how to do this?
No.
No?
It's just math, the center lines. Yep.
Well,
You gotta work.
easy for Mike.
Yeah.
We've gone over some math already. When he got into the trig, I punted that conversation.
This one, it's all based on where those firing pins are and where they are relative to the center line of the center of the barrel of the center firing position.
Could you do a side-by-side?
I can go side by side, but that would require you'd have a completely different trigger mechanism, hammer mechanism,
Right.
And that's what the side by sides are over there.
Oh, so you have a side-by-side. So you just slide this back and forth.
Yep. And it just goes flush.
That is unbelievable. And you do all the woodworking yourself.
Yep.
That's the most beautiful, great, best fitting grip that I've ever felt in my
Thank you.
hand.
Yeah, I got that from Ram Pro Action. I wound up fixturing it differently, so if you look at it, you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And then some handwork to get it
but that,
to profile.
do you enjoy doing it?
I enjoy when it's done.
Okay. The process itself can be a little cumbersome.
I can find a flaw on anything.
Yeah. Well, that's wood though, right? It's not perfect.
Yeah, wood sucks.
So how did so it looks like with all these screws, I can adjust the point of impact of each barrel to get them.
Yep. You pick one. The whole thing with the over and under, your sight is sitting on the top barrel, so you sight in the top barrel and you move the bottom barrel to it.
Okay.
This one here, you just pick one and move them because they can. Because the splits in the middle, it's going to shrink this way. Yeah.
Right.
And then your elevation, it's like a tailstock on a lathe. You loosen one screw and adjust the other and move it. And the math is figured out for 1/1000ths, and the gap is 1 inch at 100 yards.
That is
So you can get two separate rimfire calibers to intersect at any distance that you want. I don't set it, the customer sets it.
right. They wanted 50 yards, they wanted 100 yards.
Yeah,
they can
guys
make
want crazy.
Yeah, they can make that. Now, can you do this same setup either side by side or over and under with centerfire?
It would have to be a different action because your pins aren't located correctly.
Right.
There's not enough distance between the pins. You only got 1/8 of an inch between your pins. Not on the side by side, but on the over and under.
So you could take this barrel and put this on a standard G2 action.
Yes, drop in.
Drop in.
Drop in and you go.
Wow. I mean, this is beautiful the way you jeweled it and decorated it.
No, that's Ken Kelly.
Oh, he did all that? Oh,
Kelly's the
Ken. Yeah,
jeweler.
Magnaport. Yep.
Yeah, half of you.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, yeah. The Argyle.
Yeah, the Argyle barrel.
Why be plain when you can be plaid?
Yep. That's pretty amazing.
So my final finish on these is I black beauty them.
Okay.
And so I really rough blast them. Well, I polished the barrel first, sand it, but that's long before I put the lug on it. I blast the entire barrel, with rough black beauty, take that out, then I go to glass bead and I get a nice matte finish.
Oh.
That's where I get my finish from.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. How long does it take you to do something like this?
That's probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
But I got it fixtured in the miller, so I'm off doing something else.
Okay.
I just push a button.
Oh, you make it
Change
sound,
some
you make it
coordinates.
sound easy.
It is. It is.
Again, to a mad scientist, all this stuff is easy. You have done so many clever things. A lot of things we can't show people, though.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's a lot of things that he's got work in process.
Yep.
So the Encore and the Contender platforms, you've done a lot of work on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tried to optimize.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they lock like bank bolts.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they're accurate. People guarantee sub MOA. That's no big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal. You should get a half inch or better.
Yeah. And
No
and he
lie.
does use Green Mountain barrels, by the way.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. But the way you crown them, the way you chamber them.
Yep.
You were telling me earlier, you do a lot of custom chambering for people right to their exact cartridge.
I've had 1/2,000 clearance on people's necks before.
Wow. Unbelievable. What kind of groups could you expect out of that?
There was one guy, you can look it up on 6mmBR.com.
Yeah.
There's an article, I forget what week it is, but it's an Encore break action. I did a barrel for him. It was a 6mmBR, of course.
Yeah.
Out of the box, 2 shots to get on the paper. Witnessed his next 5 shots were .2 at 100. Yep.
That's unbelievable.
And I've done carbon fiber for Bob Todd's boy,
Mm-hmm.
Dylan. That's a 1/4-inch gun,
Unbelievable.
bolt action.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should be my best group.
And think about it, that's a person shooting it too. That's not in a fixture.
Oh yeah, not on the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Unbelievable. You've done so many incredible things.
thank
A
you.
lot of contribution to the sport. And then I was looking at your little board over here. You had a lot of custom cartridges too that you've worked on
Yep.
over the years.
I got about 98 Wildcats registered with ECRA. Yeah.
So what's your next greatest project? What's the one that fascinates you the most right now?
I want to finish my bolt actions.
Yeah.
I want to put my XPs together like this because I am a firearm manufacturer.
Yeah.
So I want to actually finish some of those XPs and get them all barreled up with some of my Wildcats.
Yeah.
So
Well, I can tell you 100% taking his gun to the range, how the grip fits, the finish of the gun, and the accuracy is spectacular. You guys saw some of the groups I was shooting. I mean, same hole at 50, 70 yards.
yeah,
And that's only a little 17 caliber in the wind. But just the fact that they printed almost touching both barrels
Yeah.
was just absolutely amazed me. So
yeah. I got 117 I shot. I was going for the Merck trophy in IMSA, and I had 4. It was a 1/4-inch group, dude.
Yeah.
I always get a flyer. Fifth one put it 9/16. I was so pissed.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. And all this innovation comes out of a shop like this. And all these pieces of equipment you run,
Yep.
this is what makes all these incredible pieces
the
of
old
product.
way. Yeah.
Right. But to build guns like this, I mean, there's a lot of love and passion goes in this. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't do this just for money. You do it to
I
do
enjoy it.
something truly spectacular.
Yeah.
I can tell you this is probably the most enjoyable handgun that I've shot. And I've shot a lot of handguns and obviously love the Encore, love the Contender.
I love the Encore, too.
But when you can shoot it and really cock the hammer and shoot it again, there's something that's really special, really cool about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was so glad you guys came out with the G2.
No. Well, thank you for your contribution to the
Oh,
sport.
you're very welcome.
Done a fantastic
awesome.
job. Yep. There it is. Mike Sirois. Side by side and over and under.
Jackal.
Amazing handgun.